Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
So we're back to franchise here in the show 17th of today to take a look at our roster and see what tweaks we need to make for that September call-up. So last episode was the game against Milwaukee and Dallas Keuchel there in his new Brewers uniform, but I mean, we won 4-3, though, very close game. They almost came back, we held off their comeback, and now we got the W. So at this point in the season, we're 72-52, 20 games above 500. Our team is killing it in real life, like in real life. And on this game, we're 72-52, and one of the best teams in baseball. So in our division, we're only 3.5 games back of the first place Dodgers here in the West. So I mean, that's pretty good for us. Whereas the rest, you have the Rockies #1 here in the wild card. I believe it looks like we're maybe about 5 games ahead of the Giants, maybe 5.5, I'm not really sure. Maybe the Pirates are a half game back of the Giants, and yada yada yada. So pretty much, we're almost clinched a playoff spot here in this wild card. So just wait a few more games. If we went maybe 10 or 20 more games, probably just 15 maybe, it'd be the magical number to go and clinch this wild card spot. So take a look at the best teams in the league. We do have the Red Sox 76-48. You have the 75-49 Indians, the 71-55 Angels. I mean, we're pretty much up there, though. The 72-53 Nationals, I think we're better than them. So take a look at our statistics so far on the season for winning percentage, and we're 5th in MLB. So we're now better than the Indians, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, and the Cubs. So I'm pretty happy with being 5th here in the league, especially compared to those teams. So right now, take a look at this one. It looks like Robbie Ray and Tyler Anderson are our best overall winning pitchers. So I don't know if that'd be, it's basically just a run. Probably runs for them. But average, though, for batting, I think our batting average has gone down a bit. We're 10th here now in the league. DJ LeMahieu and David Dahl leading the way. Let's see our runs. Our runs, I think we're like 2nd or 3rd last time. Now we're 8th. So we're falling back just a bit. We need to go and catch up here in September. Hopefully these September call-ups. So when it comes to hits, we're 16th in the league in hits. So we got to come back some hits, though. Desperately. Triples, #1 in the league by 4. Home runs, we're 2nd in the league, down 1 by the Blue Jays. So we're pretty close to being the best team in the league when it comes to home runs. Matt are not only in the way, but then the rest, you have RBI. I think we're we're 8th in RBI. So we're not that bad there when it comes to our offensive stats here on the season. And now take a look at our overall system for what we need to do for September. So one thing about the pitching situation is, do you want Jimenez pitching in the playoffs? That's the question here, because Jimenez, I don't know if I trust him with that overall, and just the fact that he wears down the playoffs, most likely. He's got 99 innings pitched so far in the season. I don't really want to push him too many times, because, I mean, Jimenez, he's older, he's got that Borso overall. I mean, he's got some good stuff. Maybe he might be good putting him in the pen, but still not really sure if I can rely on Ubaldo Jimenez in the playoffs, especially in a wildcard game, or anything like that. But wildcard game, you'd have John Gray starting it. So, if we make it to the NLDS, I do not really want Ubaldo Jimenez starting a game, so maybe roll the 4-man rotation with Robbie Ray, Wright, Anderson, and Gray right now, because Anderson and Gray are 88 overall here, and they're killing it in this league as of right now. Or Stephen Wright, he's got a 4.5 ERA, is worse than Jimenez, and then we have Robbie Ray at 3.75. So I don't know about Stephen Wright and Jimenez, but Wright, I think we're good with having him there because he's got some good stuff. Whereas Jimenez is overall kind of making me not really want to put him on the playoff roster in a way. But if you take a look at what we have for the roster when it comes to starting pitching, we have a lot of starting pitching down in the depths. We have Prince Shipley, we got Derek Garcia, Jeff Hoffman. We might call up with his stats because he's having a great season in the AAA. We have Davis Infield, and we have Grant Castellini. We have a lot of options here on the team for who we can actually call up. So I want to take a look at our AAA right now for our rotation. I want to see how well they're doing. Let's go to our AAA. I want to see how well our AAA is doing in rotation. So Jeff Hoffman, 229 E-rays, killing it in the season. 242 from Ryan. Got 256 out of Davis. 210 out of Derek Garcia. And a 356 out of Prince Shipley. So we're doing well there. Zach Birdie at 303. Got John Ward at a 326. And we got Mike Dunn at 270. Rossity at 398. So for our pitching, we're not that bad, though. I want to bring up Jeff Hoffman for sure. Start him a few games here in the September, because, I mean, he's going to play great for us. So, if Jeff Hoffman, when we call him up, and start him ahead of Jimenez, be Jimenez in the bullpen, I think if he plays good, I'm thinking maybe leaving him on the playoff roster for some depth, though, because Jeff Hoffman, he's had a huge leap this season. He's playing great as of right now. So, it'd be a great reward and great overall experience for Jeff Hoffman to get some experience in the playoffs in her second year. So, maybe leave him in the playoff roster. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but if I want him on the playoffs, I have to call him up previously, so before September. So maybe I might call him up just in case, actually. Let's see what we could do here. What could we do? We could bring down Jimenez right now, and then bring up Jeff Hoffman for right now. Let's see who's playing next. It might be Hoffman, actually. So actually, you might want to go sim up to maybe like the 30th right here, then go and call up Jeff Hoffman and see if I could do that. So you have like Milwaukee, we got Cincinnati, and we got a few games at San Fran. I'll see you there. Just 77 to 55 here after the sim period. We went, and we went, we won 3-1 here against Milwaukee. We lost 2-1 here against Cincinnati. Then, so far we won game 1 and game 2 against San Fran. So I believe that only leaves no starts left for Ubaldo Jimenez on the season. So Jimenez, which start did he have? I think it might have been this one or this one. Might have been... Actually, this one, actually. I think it might have been this one. Let's see what his start was like. So, against Milwaukee, how well did he play? Did he play great or not? You have Jimenez, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Not that bad, though. He dropped down his ERA to 3.98. So, I mean, he's not that bad, though. Jimenez, he's a surprise, though. You think he'd be terrible at that overall, but he's great, though. That's the question. So, I don't know if we really want... The only thing about him, though, is do you really want that many off-speed kind of, like, mainly particular off-speed pitchers in your rotation for the playoffs? Because then they might be able to be guessing a little bit better, and they'll figure out what Jimenez is throwing in the playoffs. So, right now, 4.49, he's dropped down just a bit there for his ERA. Actually, no, you went up a bit, actually. Never mind. So, Jimenez, maybe bring him down, because he's got 106 innings pitched. Just due to his age, maybe bring him down, or not even just his age, his overall, actually. And maybe, I can put him in the rotation, actually, so I might do that. So I'll call up Jeff Hoffman just in case and see if I can get this going here with Hoffman in MLB before September. So to move him up, we gotta promote him right there, then bring somebody down here. So who do we not need in MLB there right now at this point? If Kendry's Anita in there, we got, who else? Pat Valaika. Who else? Dalton Pompey maybe even, but Dalton Pompey we need for the playoffs so for speed. And then we have Patterson there in right field. I don't want to bring down anybody that I'll regret. Because Pat Valaika, we need a backup infielder. We need him. So I might just go bring down Jimenez, because it's almost like what the Jays did with R.A. Dickey last season, the last season of R.A. Dickey's career in Toronto, where they just left him off the playoff roster just due to how they can't really rely on him too much in the playoffs. And Ubaldo Jimenez is one of those guys. It's kind of like a wild card. You don't know what he's going to do or how he's going to play. He might play great, or he might just play drop dead terrible, and you might lose the wild card game or something important. He won't play the wild card game, but just losing an important game that we need. So Ubaldo Jimenez, bring him down in favor of Jeff Hoffman, but wait, there's waivers. I don't think actually they might claim him at all, though. Ubaldo Jimenez is one of those guys, but I doubt he'll get claimed. So now inserting here, Jeff Hoffman onto the roster here, we think. I'm pretty sure it's actually pretty good with Hoffman there on the roster, so he's 5th in the spot. He's got a better overall than Jimenez. This is better overall stats than Jimenez. Only thing is experience, but I mean, that really doesn't happen too much. Like, we really don't need experience much because we have Robbie Ray, Stephen Wright with his experience, Tyler Anderson, John Gray. We have guys that are great with their numbers and that have a ton of experience. So Hoffman, having him as a 5th starter won't be that bad, because then if he sucks, boom to the bullpen and have a 4-man rotation here in the playoffs, because you get breaks during the playoffs too, so it won't really matter too much with the stamina and stuff. So I think we might be good there for now. I'll go and sim through September, like with the first few days, and see what we could do here. I'll probably sim like through the first, right there. And Jeff Hoffman playing Kenta Maeda there on the first day against LA. So important start right there for him against the Dodgers. Hopefully, I think we're like 3 games back still of them too. So if he win that game, it'd be insane for us to go and take that W. So sim the first 2 games here against Stephen Wright, right there. He won that 8-6. And then this game, we lost that one 8-1. They got killed there the first game. So Finn, he lost. But now game 1 here against Hoffman and Maeda. And we lost that one 5-0, so it's not good for us. So Jeff Hoffman, what do you have? 2.25 ERA. So he didn't play that bad, though. It was a relief that sucked. How did we suck here? So Hoffman, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. So he had those jitters, I guess, basically, is what happened. And then Finn came in, 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Then Dole came in loud, just the floodgate to open up and just let out as many runs as possible. Then we get Salas 2 runs there in like the 9th, so, or in the 8th, sorry. So that sucks that we couldn't win that one. We only had 3 hits on the day. Our offense wasn't working at all against it looks like the Dodgers. It may just kill us though completely. It sucks, but nonetheless though, now we're in September and go take a look at our roster, 40-man roster on the team. So where is this? It's only got 25. Okay, so it's only got 25 so far. So it's been a few more days. Maybe like September 2nd. We won that one 7-0 though. Yeah, we killed them. Julio Urias just got murdered there against John Gray. I want to see this game though quickly. So what happened there though for our offense? He just played well, I guess. So 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts for John Gray on the day. Killer stat line for him. And Urias got a 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts for his day. So he didn't play well, but now I think he might have a 40-man roster. Is it working? And still in 25-man. Okay, so here it is. So the Isotopes didn't make the playoffs. Now I get to bring up our 40-man roster except for our double-A because they somehow made it. So we'll go and take a look at... Can we bring them up yet? We can. Okay, so our 40-man roster now brought up on the team. I want to take a look at this one though. So we'll go to our lineups. So who could we bring in possibly for some backups? I really don't want to bring anybody in yet. So in the playoffs yet, we do not have a wildcard spot yet claimed for us. So right when I go and clinch a playoff spot, maybe go and bring in some more backups to go and play, because that way we're guaranteed to go into the playoffs. Because right now we're not winning our division with 3.5 games back, the best team in baseball. So, or I guess one of the best teams in baseball, not the best team in baseball. But I think for now we might go and I probably just leave in the team that we have in right now might do well. So right now Jeff Hoffman, the 2.25 ERA though. I'm liking that even though it's a small sample size, but nonetheless, still a sample size nonetheless. So we'll go and sim up to his Miami game, because that's the game I want to play. And maybe if we clinch a wildcard spot before then, bring in some backups for that Miami game, because I want to go and play possibly Chris Archer on that game. So we'll go and sim through the San Fran series. I want to see this. We lost both those games, not good for us. Sim this next game. We lost that one, but I mean, wait, why is Castellini even having... Wait, no, I guess he's playing backups, I guess. That's one thing. So, hold up. We'll go and sim through Arizona. Lost that one. Won that one. San Diego, we won that one. Did we clinch yet? I guess it'll tell us if we clinch. And we won against San Diego. Good. We won against the teams you need to win against. So we're 84 and 62. We're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot by now. If we're not, then we're very close to. So we're 16 games back of the Dodgers. Once we reach 90 wins, it's probably guaranteed for us to get a playoff spot. Right now, I think we're 7 games ahead of the Giants for this, like, who have a wildcard spot. And we're 10 games ahead of the Pirates, it looks like right now. So it should be very easy for us to go and get a playoff spot this season. And we'll probably clinch wildcard after this game against these Marlins. So let's go take a look at one thing left before we go into this episode off right there. So Archer against Tyler Anderson. So first game against the Miami Marlins is against Chris Archer, which is the guy I want to go play against. So Archer, take a look at him in his new Miami home, and it's looking really weird though. It's really odd seeing Chris Archer there in Miami. So Archer, 92 overall, 29 years old. He's looking great. He's got the great stats there, and right now he's having the best game or best season of his career though. 2.90 ERA, got 189 strikeouts so far on the season, 49 walks. I mean, he's having a great overall season for Miami, even though they're not really paying him back with the offense. But he's 12-5, great innings pitched, great ERA. So far, great season for Chris Archer. And you have Giancarlo Stanton on the DL too, so sucks for them. He's gone for 6+ months though, torn Achilles tendon. So that's why they're not making the playoffs or anything close to that. They have Kevin Kiermaier there, 86 overall, 27 years old. So it's weird to see Chris Archer there in uniform, the Miami Marlins uniform, but I mean, it's the way it is. The next episode will be the game against him and those Marlins. So before this episode off here, we'll take a look at John Gray and the rest of the rotation. So John Gray, 277 there. We have Tyler Anderson at 299. Steven Wright at 430, 382 for Robbie Ray, and 675 for Jeff Hoffman. So Hoffman, he's not looking good at all for us at this point. So it sucks for that, but I mean, it's the way it is. So we'll go. So I guess let's start off here. Make sure to subscribe for more Rockies franchise mode. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.